Hey everybody, it's Rachel here with Two Ears Are Better Than One, and today I'm going to do a quick video on retention options and how you can use them with the new Marvel CIs. So we have two options that are available. We have the M Snuggie, which is like this little rubber band thing with a couple of other little rubber bands here, and we also have the M retention cuff. So the retention cuff is more like a hard plastic sleeve with a bendable wire that would fit over your processor. So I'm going to go through how to use these today, and we'll start with the Snuggie. So the Snuggie is a little rubber band. It is sizable. So when you get this, it's going to be much longer than this. I've already cut this down to my size, but it's a very flexible little tube that you would just measure to the size of your ear. And then once you've got it measured there, you will just cut off one end and then make sure that you keep that little hard plastic piece that holds the two pieces together, and you put that back together and you're ready to go. So in order to use this with your processor, the easiest way to do it, I personally find, is take the battery off to start with, because as you're putting it on, you tend to adjust programs. So we're going to start with just the processor side. Depending upon which side of your head this is going to be on, personally, I prefer to have the ring on the inside. So this is my left one, so I want to make sure that the Snuggie is going to go on the inside. So you're going to start with one of the larger rings. It does not matter which one. And you're going to slide that over your T-mic, over your ear hook, and then down over your multifunction button. And this is why I prefer to take the battery off, because when you are putting this on with the battery on, it is going to adjust the programs while you're doing that. Now, it's very important to note that there's a microphone on the back of your processor right there. So do not cover that part up. So once you've got that on, you can see the ring is kind of going there. Now you're going to do the smaller ring, and you're going to carefully slide the T-mic through that ring. Please don't pull on the T-mic when you're doing this. And then just slide that ring up over the ear hook, the hard part of the T-mic, and just onto the very front of the processor. So you can see how it is there. And again, there's a microphone right there. So don't put that ring over that microphone. So once you've got that on, now you can put your battery on. So slide your battery on, and then the last ring goes over the battery and like so. Now, I usually try to get it up a little, pretty much as close to the top of the battery. So now my whole system is nice and secure. Okay. And then if you need to, if it's sized small enough, you can pull this apart and wrap it around the ear and put it back together while it's on the ear. Mine is sized to the point where I can just slide it over, and then I just slide that part of the Snuggie down over my ear. And so that keeps my processor on my head and keeps it nice and secure. So if I'm being active or riding my horse or something, it's going to keep it on for me. So that's the Snuggie. And the other one that we have now is the retention cuff. So the retention cuff, like I mentioned, is more of like a plastic sleeve, like so. And so with this one, what you are going to do, I tend to find that it's easier to, obviously you want to have your battery on already. I slide the battery portion in through the larger opening of the retention cuff at the top. And then you just have to make sure that your T-mic is not getting stuck down in there. As you slide it up, you'll have to just kind of pull it apart at the top to get the ear hook portion in. And then it'll just kind of snap into place like so. So as you can see, there we go. So the nice thing about this is it doesn't matter which side you're putting it on, right or left. It's going to go on the same way. And once you've got it on, then you put it on just like you would put on your regular processor. And the difference now is that you have this long wire that you will bend up around the bottom of your ear. So you can really size this to whatever size of ear you have. There are 2 different sizes of the retention cuff. So there's a small and a medium regular. So obviously if you have small ears or if it's a child, you want to choose the small one. Otherwise that wire is going to be pretty long. But again, same concept. It's just going to hold the processor to your ear and allow you to be active and not have to worry about losing your processor. So these are 2 really great options for helping you live an active life and keeping you on air while you're doing it. I hope you found this information helpful. If you have any questions or comments, please shoot me a note below, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.